I definitely think Jenna would have liked to have been a little more prepared, but the whole goal is to get her out of here. So it's time to go. Let's give this a shot. First day of the rest of our lives. Yeah, looking great, babe. Looking great. Keep an eye out behind us.
She made the other side. Forget she didn't take home.
Welcome to Sailing Instead, our story in 2 words. We are Jenna and Charlie, and together we are chasing our wildest dream, inspired by our first date, sailing on a lake in our home province of Alberta. With a new shared interest and wanderlust building, we decided now was the time to pursue an alternative lifestyle. We'd become full-time cruisers, living and traveling on our sailboat.
We found this rundown 30-foot sailboat from 1975, and for almost 2 years we worked tirelessly to make it our new tiny floating home. After 611 days and 2 more Canadian winters, we decided no more waiting. We would start our voyage and continue fixing the boat on the go. Come aboard and share in our adventure as we document everything along the way, the highs, the lows, and everything in between.
Just cruising down the river, trying to take advantage of that extra tidal shift, going somewhere between 5 and 7 knots. We definitely don't have much for horsepower, do we, babe? Now that this rain cloud is over us and cruising over us, we're starting to see the other side of it, which is sun. Nautical miles remaining. Just gonna come around between Keats and Bowen and head up to Port Grace. Babe, what's going on? We're surrounded. We've got an orca or 2 on our port side. We've got another one. There's one in front on our port side, and then there's another one or 2 ahead of us. So we've on day 1 run into our first pod of orcas. Must be feeding in this bay or just at the entrance to Howe Sound, actually. It's our first morning on anchor. We woke up at about 3 o'clock to the inverter beeping because it's on our battery too low. You frozen? You're sleeping?
I didn't get much sleep. Just a little longer.
Now that we're running the motor to charge our battery for our fridge and freezer, we've got the electric coffee maker going. So we know it's unconventional to have AC appliances on a boat, but we're gonna give it a crack, and we're here doing it, so. Did coffee and bagel math and figured that today's breakfast cost us around 23 amps, 13 to make 2 bagels, 10 amps to make 2 coffees.
Too much.
Jean said we look like we're going on safari because of all the gas cans. Our resident seal pup is playing around with us. He's gone to both sides of the boat checking us out and keeps popping his head up and looking right at us and definitely knows we're here. Stealthy little guy, babe. Look at how close he is. Hey! Just incredible. Hey! Hey, buddy! Hey! Hi! Oh, he's over there. Still checking us out, but not too far. We don't have a camera with a lens on it. Sorry. When we get a better camera, we'll get some better wildlife footage, I promise. It's definitely one of my passions. I'm just not set up for it right now. The second seal is coming straight at us in the sunshine here. There's another little head, looks like the baby. 3 seals all together right here. Just amazing. See 3 of them up all at once like that. Me without my good camera. What a schlub.
Finally time for this poor schlub to know how it feels to fall in love.
Obviously I'm a schlub. I mounted solar panels with paracord. Obviously it's working. Mounted our wind turbine on a fence post, so obviously that's working too. May not do everything right, but we're out here. The sun is shining. Gonna get a little sunset over the mountains. Maybe we could kiss during it even. We did a reset of our anchor. So we ran the motor for a few minutes, pulled her up, just set a new position so we could set an anchor alarm on our phone and try that. There's one of the seals over there.
They're everywhere.
They really are. We've actually had like 3 or 4 of them just hanging out beside us all day.
Seems like a pretty safe bay for the seals.
They're definitely pretty active in here. The longer you wait, they'll eventually come back. Our entertainment for dinner tonight. No TV, but instead we watch, I guess this light's not helping. Instead we watch Sail Grib Anchor Alarm. Shows our anchor position that we set, and then our boat, and our swing radius, and then it actually shows our path. So it's kind of cool to check in on, and it's overlaid onto Navionics so we can still see where we are on the map in the bay. Waking up on Gambier Island, Port Graves Bay. Quite chilly this morning. It's bright blue skies and sunny outside, but where we are sitting, we're protected by Mount Artaban, so we can see the sun's coming over the mountain hopefully in the next hour. Get some sunshine on this old girl.
Oh, I'm glad my babe's resourceful.
I was never a Boy Scout, but I did eat a brownie once.
Tom, you were a Boy Scout, weren't you?
No, but I ate a brownie once.
5 amps. 4.8 amps, babe. Come on, sunshine. It's gonna be a beautiful solar day out there. So we'll get to play with this a little more, see how many amps we can make in some decent sun. They're not super dirty, but even a little layer of dust and dirt can have a pretty big impact on these cells. Just after I started filming, this guy thought he'd land here and see what's up. What's up? What's up? Probably wants some French fries. Seagull's favorite food, French fries. Another day full of seals. Port Graves Bay, March 4th, my dad's 69th birthday. It's too bad he's not here to do some fishing. We're just starting to spin around here now, you can see. We're gonna rotate around the anchor and we'll be back in the bay facing out. We've just got one snubber on our anchor line. It seems to be working pretty well for this mud bottom bay. It's a pretty shallow slope. We found a shelf that was between 16 and 30 feet and just dropped our anchor here. It's been holding really well. We've reset it once for fun, not because we had any concerns, but for practice. Now I've dropped the freezer cord and it's in behind here, which is always tough to get at, so never a dull moment in boat life. First refueling at anchor. The diesel heater, I just put in a couple liters. Decided to fill our fuel tank as well because I had the fuel out, gloves on, and didn't spill a drop. I built our leak prevention here. I cleaned out our $30 funnel, which we got with the boat. I cleaned it out, and then look at all the gunk that it still got from, I guess, like 18 liters of diesel. I guess that gunk's probably either in this old can. We haven't cracked into our new cans yet. Waking up on our third morning. It's 2.2 degrees outside, and it was 6 degrees in the boat. The water's just absolutely calm, like a lake.
Pretty calm.
Oh babe, dead calm. I know we don't say that on the boat, but it is dead calm out here. We're having a look for a new marina for tonight, so Navionics, and I'm gonna have a rip through the cruising guide here. Anchor alarm we had set died overnight, so we used deductive reasoning. Since we've been getting blown to the north by a southerly wind, we can assume that our anchor is due south, and we knew our scope was about 140-150 feet, so we set a new anchor using that information, and now we've got our anchor position 140 feet away at 178 degrees, and it looks like we're holding in that track pattern pretty well so far, so we'll monitor this and make sure we stay in and around the circle, which gives us a pretty good idea that that is where our anchor is, and that we're not going to go visiting our neighbors uninvited at 3 a.m. Lunch is on. Time to wind up the Google machine. Back into the bilge. You can see the wires here are pretty dirty and loose, so that's next. Clean them up, reattach them, and give her the next go. See if we can get our charging voltage up. This is a 14 volt 50 amp alternator, so our belt tension wasn't super tight. I've got the jack in here just to, I've loosened our tensioner on our alternator, so I'm just adjusting its tension, and then we'll tighten that up, and when we run it today we'll see if it's putting out a higher voltage, because that would be a nice touch, wouldn't it? We got all the way around our anchor today. We're on our way out of Port Graves Bay. Jenna's at the helm. Just motoring into Gibson's. We chose a close marina to go spend a night or two, get cleaned up, get reset, and put a little time back into the boat and see what our plan is for the next, who knows. A lot of lessons learned, a lot of things need addressing. It's Gibson straight ahead. So we're just on our final approach. We'll See how she goes. First time entering a new marina since, well, it's been a couple of years since we got the boat and brought it over to our first marina. Unfamiliar territory, so it should be fun. Well, we made it into Gibson's. We didn't hit anything yet. How was that?
Stressful.
I think we're gonna take a few minutes, go for a walk, stretch our legs back on land after a week, and go visit the office, make sure that we've got our proper power and water assignment, and figure out how long we're gonna be here and what we got for amenities, showers, laundry. So go check out Gibson's Marina. You wanna come?